Some stories you hear once, and they stay with you forever. This is the story of Nyoka, a young woman from a quiet southern town, who thought she was just delivering food to a sick neighbor. But that night, she discovered a darkness older than the river that ran beside their homes. And what happened would haunt her soul forever. In a little black community nestled along the Mississippi, lived Nyoka, a 20-year-old girl with bright eyes and a smile that could light up the whole block. She lived with her mama, Amuna, and her 10-year-old brother, Deng. Their father had passed when Deng was still a baby, leaving Amuna to raise them with nothing but grit, love, and faith. Life wasn't easy, but their town had a heartbeat, neighbors watching out for each other, kids laughing on porches, gospel songs rising every Sunday. But beneath the peace, whispers lingered. Whispers about the woods at night. Whispers about Old Man Kofi, who lived alone at the edge of town. One evening, as the sun dipped low, Nyoka and her friends splashed by the riverbank, the water shimmering gold. Then, her mama's voice cut through the laughter. "Nyoka, baby, come on home." She ran back, dust kicking up under her bare feet, to find her mama waiting on the porch. Amuna pressed a basket into her hands. "Take this food over to Old Man Kofi. He ain't been well. But baby, don't fool around on that road. Folks say it ain't safe after dark." Nyoka's chest tightened. Everyone had heard the stories about spirits that roamed the woods, about shadows that didn't belong. But she looked at her mama and nodded. "I'll be careful, mama." And with that, she set out. The path to Kofi's house wound through tall grass and heavy trees. The deeper Nyoka walked, the quieter the night became. No cicadas. No frogs. Just silence. Every shadow looked alive. Every branch reached for her like fingers. Her pulse quickened. But then she saw it. A flickering lantern in the distance. Old Man Kofi's porch. Relief washed over her, too soon. The door creaked open. Kofi stood there. His skin wrinkled, his hair white, but his eyes sharp, piercing, too sharp. Nyoka forced a smile. "Good evening, Mr. Kofi. Mama sent you some food." The old man's stern face softened. He stepped aside, voice low but steady. "Come in, child." Inside, the place smelled of herbs and smoke. Old books lined the shelves. Strange trinkets and dusty maps covered the tables. But what made Nyoka pause was the bedroom door. A heavy lock. Rusted. Carved with symbols she didn't understand. Kofi noticed her staring. His chuckle was dry. "Don't mind that, girl. Just keeps the wind from opening it." But her gut told her different. They ate. He told stories of his younger days, of faraway places and dangers he'd survived. His words pulled her in, but unease coiled tighter in her chest. When it grew late, Kofi leaned closer. "Stay here tonight. Road's no place for a young girl after dark." Her instincts screamed to leave, but fear of the woods silenced her. She nodded. The bed creaked beneath her as she lay down. The fire died low. Shadows thickened. And the lock on the bedroom door seemed to watch her. Creaks. Whispers. The house breathing. And then the sound that froze her blood. The lock turning. The door creaked open. Kofi stepped inside. His face half hidden. Silent. Watching. "Mr. Kofi, what you doing?" No answer. Just the sound of the lock sliding shut behind him. Nyoka's breath quickened. Her eyes darted. A small window, her only chance. She clawed at the latch, heart hammering, as Kofi's footsteps crept closer. At the last second, the window flew open. She threw herself out, crashing into the dirt. And then, she ran. Branches whipped her skin. The woods swallowed her screams. But she didn't stop until the glow of her home's porch light appeared. She burst inside, sobbing, trembling. Amuna pulled her into her arms. "You're safe now, baby. You're safe." But Nyoka knew she wasn't. Not yet. Days passed. Nyoka couldn't eat. Couldn't sleep. Her mama pressed her until the truth spilled out every detail of that night. The village elders gathered, storming Kofi's house. Inside, they found the lock with strange markings. They found herbs, old books, and worst of all, a wooden figure that seemed to breathe evil. The local shaman, Elder Yora, examined it. "This is root work, but twisted. Dark. Something been feeding off it." But Kofi himself? Gone. Like smoke in the wind. Weeks later, on a moonlit night, Nyoka woke to a whisper. "Nyoka." Her breath caught. At the edge of town, stood Kofi. But this time, his eyes weren't sharp. They were heavy with sorrow. "I'm sorry, child. I was trying to protect you. That lock wasn't to keep you in, it was to keep something out." Nyoka's voice trembled. "Protect me from what?" Kofi's shoulders sagged. "A curse. Years ago, I trapped a spirit inside that wooden figure. Evil that once killed our people. But it poisoned me. Twisted me. I couldn't hold it anymore." The elders gathered at a bonfire. The figure was thrown into the flames. The wood cracked. And then black smoke rose, alive, writhing, screaming. A face formed within it. Twisted. Furious. The ground trembled. The people cried out. Yora's chants grew louder, his voice thundering through the night. Nyoka clutched Kofi's hand, as the smoke shrieked one last time before tearing apart, vanishing into the dark. Silence. The curse, broken. The town returned to peace, but Nyoka never forgot that night. The night the lock turned. The night Kofi's shadow filled her room. The night courage was the only thing standing between her and the darkness. Because sometimes, the scariest monsters don't come with claws or teeth. Sometimes, they come wearing the face of a neighbor. Kindly leave a comment, like, and subscribe for more exclusive contents.